gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. The 2017 NCAA National Championship game on January 9th. Before we get to the FBS Championship game, we're going to do the FCS Championship game, which is on January 7th, which entails a Missouri Valley Conference team of Youngstown State Penguins at 12-3 versus the Colonial Athletic Association's James Madison Dukes 13-1. Youngstown State's a four-time national champion in 91, 93, 94, and 97. They lost it in 92 and 99, while James Madison is a one-time champion in 2004. Youngstown State is 8-0 at home, 4-3 on the road, while winning 6 straight. James Madison's 8-0 at home, 5-1 on the road, winning 11 straight. Currently, in the line of this game, James Madison is 6.5 point favorites with an over/under of 63.5. My pick to win: James Madison Dukes. Youngstown State will cover the 6.5 and over on the 63.5. On to the FBS Championship game. We have, I don't know if it's the best matchup. I think it is. I mean, two of the best teams. Obviously, we've seen in the bowl games, we've seen Ohio State getting shellacked 31-0 by Clemson, and we had Alabama, I didn't write this score down, beating Washington, and we've seen on the Cotton Bowl, whatever the bowl game was last night, the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions 52-49. Whew, what a game that was! Holy shit, people! I think everybody kind of figured when the season started we would probably have these two teams here again. Nick Saban coach team obviously prepared. You don't have the big names. You have a freshman quarterback. Unlike Clemson, you have Deshaun Watson. You have that whole offense that puts the points up. Alabama just gets it down on both sides of the ball. Both teams Clemson averaging 39.5 points a game on offense, while Alabama's averaging 39.4. The one thing that sets Alabama aside is their defense, averaging 11.4 points a game, while Clemson's giving up 17.1. And if you look back, not only last year's championship game, which Alabama won 45-40, so defense really didn't play a part of that. It's all about offense. Lane Kiffin, his last game as offensive coordinator for Crimson Tide for Nick Saban, he's got some plays he's going to throw out there just to kind of put his mark on this game and on the Alabama 4 titles in 7 years from 2009, 2011, 2012, 2015. Going back to back if they win this. Lane Kiffin going on to his Florida Atlantic coaching job. He's going to want to run that score up a little bit. So I think the score will be a lot like last year. The thing is, Alabama is 13-3 versus Clemson. Of course, they don't play very often. This rivalry started back in 1906. Alabama's won 10 straight versus the Clemson Tigers, and that dates back to 1909. So it's not like these guys play every year and they've dominated them. It's a special occasion when these two teams played. Obviously, having back-to-back, same championship game a year later. Is the playoff format working? We'll see. Obviously, if these two teams continue being in here, then you got to kind of wonder, okay, they both won their conferences, the SEC and the ACC, so they deserve to be in the playoffs. Okay, I get that. Who is it? Maybe a Penn State or somebody like that? Could they have beaten Clemson? Unlike Ohio State, we'll never know. I know I've been big on the Western Michigan Broncos. They were 13-0 and they faced Wisconsin in the bowl game, and I picked Western Michigan because I wanted to see what they can do, and they lost pretty bad. What does that mean? So typically, what the committee has done in the 3 years. You have to be part of the Power 5, which, as we all know, is the SEC is here. the Big Ten, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 12, or the Pac. What is it? Whoa, the SEC. We got the Big Ten, ACC, Pac-12, Big 12. Big 12 really doesn't have a true championship game, so they're kind of down here. So it's really ACC and then everyone else. And this year, Ohio State getting in, non-conference champion. So you had 2 conference champions sitting out. Technically, the Big 12 champion Oklahoma, and then the Big 10 champion Penn State. I mean, obviously the big elephant in the room is Alabama and Nick Saban. They win. Alabama winning, Clemson covering the 6.5. I think we like last year. Fuck it, I'm going over on the 51. I think this is going to be a fucking blowout like last year. So that's it. Alabama win, national champion. Clemson covers the 6.5 and over on the 51. Once the national championship game is done next week, and once the probably after the national championship game, I'll get a quick video up, probably 3-4 minutes. All will be kind of a recap of Robert Sports Show and the 2016-17 NCAA football season. All my picks, where win losses against the spread, over under, bowl picks, all that. We'll get that up, kind of show you how I did this year. Against the spread, I think I was close to 500, a little below 500. Over under, I gave up on halfway through the year. Bowl picks, it's so hot. I haven't really added it up yet, but kind of looking at them. So, all right, the FCS national champion, James Madison Dukes. FBS national champion, Alabama Crimson Tide. Make sure you stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for NCAA March Madness. That'll be craziness. Getting all the videos up for that. I'll have my bracket up as soon as the brackets are announced that Monday, and then I'll start the play-in round 1 picks, and then on down the line to the national championship. I think is April 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. I don't remember exactly. 9th, maybe, whatever it was. Somewhere in early April is the college national championship game. And then I will have, I'm working on next year doing the rankings every week. All 128 FBS schools. I will have a preseason rankings out, and my preseason rankings will be based on the 2017-18 schedule with the numbers from the 16-17 season. So Alabama 14-0, so they'll be when I do whoever their schedule is for their opponents, something like that. So, and I'll redo the. If I could redo the NCAA, what would I do? I've done it once before. If you scroll through all the videos, you'll find it. I had it in the folder, but I did a new folder for the new year. So I'll redo that at the end of the year, first of next year. So, well, this is the last NCAA college football game of 2016-17 season. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great night. Have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.